Welcome to a brand new episode of The Menu. Just like last time, of course, I am Tanner Williams. Thank you. I know it's been a while since episode 2. Don't worry, things happen, life happens. It's been, a rough month or so, but I'm back. We're going to get into the menu. I'm so excited. I'm also going to talk about some other things I'm working on, things like that. So, enough looking at me. Of course, we're going to get into the origin story. We're going to get into everybody's favorite part, the actual cooking. So, stay tuned, sit down, relax. We're going to take a look at the menu. I'll be right back.
According to the Food Lover's Companion, 2nd edition, as one of humankind's oldest forms of bread, the versatile pancake has hundreds of variations, and is served for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and as an appetizer, entrees, and desserts. Pancakes begin as a batter that is poured into rounds, either on a grill or in a skillet, and cooked over high heat. These round cakes vary in thickness from the wafer-thin French crepe to the much thicker American breakfast pancake, also called hot cake, griddle cake, and flapjack.
Okay, welcome back. So I got my ingredients already laid out. So I have 2 cups of shifted all-purpose flour right here. I have a tablespoon of baking powder. Or actually a teaspoon of baking powder, not a tablespoon. That'd be way too much. Teaspoon of salt. I have 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. 1 egg. About 2 teaspoons of sugar. I also have some imitation butter extract. I'll get to that in a second. And I also have 1.5 cups of milk. Shout out to the Heidelberg in Como. Yeah. So those are my ingredients. And I'm going to get to mixing them in 1 second. So sit back and relax. Okay, so I'm going to start by mixing all my dry ingredients first. So I'm going to toss in my salt. Make sure I get all of it. My sugar. And then my baking powder. This recipe actually comes from cooks.com. I found it a few years ago. So I've been using it as my pancake recipe for a little while. So now I'm going to use, or throw in my oil. My egg. My milk. It's funny because I only went to the Heidelberg literally once during my 4.5 years at Mizzou. MIZ. Y'all can finish the rest. It was like down the street from the Domino's and around the corner from my apartment. So yeah. Well, I never went there. I'm going to throw in my imitation butter. My mom incorporated imitation butter a few years ago. It's funny because I was like, what's that? Why would you use imitation butter? But we've been using it ever since for her baking and stuff. It's really good. It smells really good too. It gives it a nice flavor. So now I'm going to mix my ingredients. Gotta keep it old school. I don't have a cake beater, so gotta use man's best invention, the fork. Make sure I get everything. I wish I kind of had a cake beater now. I think I can feel the batter getting tight. Working on my muscles. But it's looking good. And so the whole goal is to kind of thin it out. If you can start seeing it thin out a little bit. And there's still some lumps. I might end up adding a little bit more milk to thin it out some more. But because you're not using the beater, you're going to have some lumps here and there. But you don't want your batter to be too lumpy. more milk just to thin it out some. Just to loosen it a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot better. And one of the cool things about pancake batter is, a lot of times if you look up pancake batter, it'll be like pancake and waffle batter. So you can interchange, waffle and pancake batter. I do want to make waffles. There's actually a waffle iron that I want at Target that's on sale right now that I might pick up. Excuse me. And it's funny, I told my mom I wanted a waffle iron, and she was like, why would you buy a waffle iron when you could just buy frozen waffles? And I'm like, Mom, why would I buy frozen waffles when I can make my own? So, but I'm really excited. And also, we're running out of space for appliances, so I have no clue where I would keep it. I just keep a waffle iron in my room, make waffles at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just burn the house down. Actually, that wouldn't be a good look. So we're still mixing. Excuse me again. I'm getting over a cold too, so it wasn't bad. It just kind of like the weather change. And then my mom got sick, and some other people, like my uncle got sick, my cousin got sick. I got sick, but it hasn't been that bad, so thank God. I hate colds like the rest of America. So I'm just trying to thin it out. I'm probably not gonna get rid of all the little clumps and stuff that's from the flour, because again, I'm not using a beater, a cake beater. But as long as I get rid of a lot of the really big ones, it won't be that bad. So we keep going. And also, when we make pancakes, a lot of times we make batter. We just make batter, and so we'll have batter in the house for a few days. So as you can tell, there's a lot of batter. I'm not gonna make all this all this batter right now. So I'll put it in the refrigerator, and they'll have pancakes, throughout the week. Or it gets old and moldy and we throw it out. Whatever happens first. Hopefully you get to eat it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So here's your pancake batter. See, get rid of a lot of the clumps. There's still a few small ones, but again, when you're using the fork, you probably won't get everything. So don't worry about it. It'll cook out. Back, I have my skillet heating up. As you can tell, it's a little bit different than some of the other skillets I've been using. I actually picked this up from TJ Maxx about a week ago. And it actually said that it's good for like pancakes and tortillas. So I thought, okay. So it was about $8. Figured, why not? Try something out. So I got my batter in hand, so I'm going to drop some onto the skillet. And I can honestly eat about 2-3 pancakes, so I'm not 100% sure how many I'm going to make. Maybe 2. Or maybe I'll just keep it at 2. And I do like some pancakes though. So I'm going to let that go. So some things I've been working on, if you've seen it on Facebook, I've been doing a campaign for digital chef shirts. It's actually a booster campaign to support Feeding America, actually here in Chicago. And I picked Feeding America because it was just on my heart to give back. God put it on my heart to give back. And I didn't want to do something for myself because I work, and sometimes it's better to give than to receive. So just working on that and using this as a platform for something bigger. Not necessarily for myself or for my friends or my family, but maybe affect a much larger audience than intended. So that's the goal. So the campaign actually ends March 31st, which is next Thursday, I believe. And I really, really will appreciate the support. The shirts are $18 after shipping is about $23, or it would be like $22.99, so $23. And the proceeds will go to Feeding America. And according to Feeding America's website, every dollar is equivalent to 11 meals, roughly. So if you buy a shirt at $18, you do the math, that's 198 meals for one shirt, which is crazy to think about. So keep that in mind. I have to sell at least 15 shirts for them to print. Like I had to set a goal. The goal is set to 50. I was never really thinking to get to 50, but I need to get to 15 so at least the order can be printed. So we can at least print the order. So I've already bought one. I have to support my own cause. I can't expect you all to support something I didn't support. So I bought one, and we're going to see what happens. It's a little over a week. See what happens. I'm going to post a link to the booster page in this or for the description for this video. Also, I'll put a link to the recipe I used from cookies.com also in this video as well. So you can see that too. There's a couple things I've been working on. I was working on the shirt, working on the campaign. I'm really excited about it. I got the Digital Chef logo actually copyrighted now, which you probably saw on Facebook as well. That's going through the process with the copyright office. So it's registered, so it's mine. It's not like official. But yeah, getting that supported and backed up, it's really cool. Like this has been a blessing because I never would have thought that. If you had told me 2016, working on a cooking show, like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, like that logo you worked on back in college in like 2012, you're gonna get that copyrighted. What? And you're gonna make a shirt for it and get the the proceeds to charity. What? So it's been really cool. It's been a blessing. 2016 just started. We're only 3 months in, so I'm really excited for the rest of the year and see what the rest of the year holds because it's just a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun. I miss being on hiatus. I miss doing it. Just tired and work and personal stuff, but it's just a blessing just to be here doing this again because I really love doing it. I really enjoy it. It's a labor of love because a lot of people don't understand what I go through with the camera and editing and finding stuff and getting rid of stuff and getting rid of like dead spots and dead air and adding like little jokes and pictures and music and this and this. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I enjoy it. It's a skill set that I've been blessed to have and learning, getting better at it. So it's been a lot of fun. So you can kind of see it in the video where the pancake is starting to puff up a little bit. You can see the air pockets, which means it's almost time to flip. But you don't want to flip it too soon. I'm also kind of controlling the heat a little bit because I don't want it to get too brown, but then I don't want it. Well, I need to get brown enough so I can flip it, but I don't want it to be, overdone already because then I have to cook it longer on the other side. Pancakes are like, they have a mind of their own. So I can see some air bubbles. Just controlling the heat a little bit. So I can get a good flip. Damn, there we go. Whew. First try, quote unquote. But it looks really good. I'm probably going to do two. I kind of think two will be good. So I'm going to let that one cook on this side a little bit. And my next episode, spoiler alert, is actually going to be crepes because basically it's the exact same thing. The crepes don't have baking powder. Pancakes do. So that's why crepes are usually flat and you can kind of fold them. If you ever see a picture of a crepe, they're like in triangles and they're like rolls. And you can do all these little things with crepes just because they're a little bit more flexible. With the baking powder and pancakes, they puff up because they're hotcakes. So they kind of resemble the inside of a cake. Yeah, I'm going to let this cook. Probably crank up the heat a little bit. But I was actually at C2E2 this past Saturday. So much fun. Like, it was a lot of fun. It was kind of funny because a lot of people are like, oh, you go to comic book conventions. Okay. And then you see pages like, man, look, that's so much fun. It is, because it's just a lot of people reliving their childhood. Like, you kind of see your childhood walking around in cosplay form. It's a lot of fun. You take a lot of pictures. People are really nice there. But there are, like, rules. Like, everything. Like, you can't, like, if there's a picture, like, you want a picture of somebody, just ask. They say no. You just kind of walk away. Because, understand, they're tired. Some of them are professional cosplayers, which is really crazy. You professionally dress up as a certain hero or video game character or something from pop culture, and you get paid for it and take pictures for it. But yeah, so it's interesting. It was a lot of fun just being there. I wanted to go last year, but I didn't make it. So I wanted to make sure that this year I came. It's actually my second comic book convention I've ever been to. The first one was WizardCon last year, which was a lot of fun. So that was the first one. C2E2 was a lot of fun. I'm excited for WizardCon this year. And going back to C2E2 next year. And eventually, I'm going to get to Comic-Con. Eventually. Somewhere, when I start traveling, I really want to get to San Diego Comic-Con. But it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Got to meet the Yellow Ranger. So dope. That picture will probably live in infamy in Facebook. And I got her to sign my arcade stick. Really cool. She was really nice, too. Because it was funny because Chloe Bennett from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was also there. I could have got her autograph. But then I was looking at the two, but I was like, I can get the Yellow Ranger, I can get a picture and an autograph with the second generation Yellow Ranger? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, Chloe Bennett, that's me currently, but, nostalgia, history, my childhood. You always say you want to be the Power Ranger when you grow up. You never think you'll actually meet one and take a picture and her sign something that belongs to you. So it was really cool, and she was really nice and a real sweetheart. So happy I did it. So let me check my pancake. Okay, we're actually good. So it's actually, so I'm gonna flip it over and then I'm gonna take it off the skillet. And I'm gonna drop some more batter. I'm just gonna do 2. I'm not gonna be a complete faggot today. So I'm just gonna do 2. Then the rest of the pancake for my family, because you know, that's one of the cool things about pancake. When we make pancakes, we just make batter. We never make like a specific amount of batter. So I'll just put it in the container. It'll be in the refrigerator. My mom can eat pancakes whenever. My uncle might eat some. My grandma. So it's available just to everybody, which is really cool. Other than C2E2, the shirt, there's not been a whole lot going on. You know, getting back into some video games. It sucks working. Like, I love working because I need the money. I have to pay for things. But work is so tiring where I don't get to play as much as I play as many games as I used to. I'll come home, watch stuff on YouTube. I'm going to play the game and go to sleep. So, but I got into, some Battlefront yesterday, or Star Wars Battlefront yesterday. Played some other stuff. Hope I can get some more stuff today. Maybe some Street Fighter 5. Which had probably one of the worst launches in fighting game history. But it's whatever. You know, I have it. I'm enjoying it. I understand why a lot of people don't like it. Or why they just, you drop 60 for a game and the game's like 60% done. That's petty. But America's a monopoly and they knew what they were doing. Capcom, we knew what you were doing. But life has been good. Work is work. Excuse me, sorry. My hands are a little cold. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get back to doing the show. Hopefully, I really want to do these more consistently, get the episodes up a little bit quicker. But yeah, again, life and work and stuff happens. And also, I'm also wanting to work on 2 other shows, kind of, sort of. I'm not sure when. Well, actually, one I'll do a lot quicker. It's going to be called Side Dish. And Side Dish will be basically the menu light. So instead of being like so detailed with the origin story and me talking about the ingredients, Side Dish will probably just be me making whatever it is. Like whatever I have kind of on my mind to make, I'm just going to make it. It'll show you how I make it, put it together, and that's that. It'll probably be like 5 or 6 minutes maybe. They probably won't be long at all. And the first one I'll probably do is bourbon slushies, just because it's starting to get a little warmer and people have seen pictures of them and they probably want to know how I make them anyway. That's also a recipe that I give. That recipe comes from allrecipes.com or the All Recipes app, which I have on my phone. It's one of the best apps ever. So that'll probably be first. So like bourbon slushies, Kool-Aid slushies I've been doing for years. I'll probably do a video for that. And there's like some other like stuff here and there that I probably do that I won't actually do a full the menu episode for, but I can do it in side dishes because I can just get the camera, record, talk some for about 5-6 minutes, show you how it's done. That's it, and then upload it. So that's what I'm looking for. So that'll probably be next, and the next one will be pixelated. Pixelated, I'm hoping to be more video game based. So I'm not sure it's gonna be me streaming or me playing certain games or me talking about certain things that's going on in the industry, like me talking about my history in games. I'm not sure. That one's kind of more up in the air about, but I'll figure it out. Like if anything, but at least you know about it. So if you hear me talk about side dishes, pixelated, you have an idea now. And so this pancake is also starting to bubble really well. I might turn the heat down a little bit and just give it a little bit more time. Just make sure it's good for flipping, because if you flip a pancake that's not ready, it's gonna have batter all over the skillet, which may or may not have happened earlier. Spoiler alert again. I think it's good, so I'm gonna see if I can get a good flip. Oh, there we go. See, as you can tell, that was a little bit darker. It's funny because this is actually it's a light skillet, so it's not bad. Which you don't want your pancake. You probably take a pancake that's a little bit darker over a pancake that's too light, because if it's too light, there's the batter. You're just gonna be eating raw batter, and I have no problem getting like cookie dough, but raw cake batter isn't the best. And I probably have to heat up a little bit too far, so it'll be. You see how even though I cooked 2 pancakes on the exact same skillet, they look a little different. It's interesting. Pancakes are interesting. They're weird. They can be really weird. But again, you just want your pancakes to be done. You don't want to bite into a pancake that has batter. You just want to eat batter, because that's not good. And pancake batter is probably not the best. even with the butter extract in it. Oh, let me talk about that for a second. Imitation butter, best thing in the world. Didn't know it existed till like 5 years ago. Cause my mom brought some home. I was like, "What is imitation butter?" It's like, "Oh, it's just like a flavor." But why wouldn't you just use butter? But it does add like a flavor to it. It's weird. Like, it's hard to explain it. You kind of have to smell it and taste it in a dessert to really understand how it works. Yeah, so let me check my pancake. I'm pretty sure it's good underneath. Let's check it. Yeah, we're good. So I'm gonna... So here are my finished pancakes. I topped them with some whipped cream and some sliced strawberries. Thank you for watching episode 3 of the menu. Like and subscribe. Also check out the booster campaign for the digital chef shirts. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time when we sit down and take a look at the menu. Thank you. Now hit the music.